This is how you guys make me feel when I do these snapshots. I love all of you this much. Look into my face when I'm loving you. Look into my face. I love you. Hello guys, setosorcerer here again, and welcome to the 14w04a snapshot update for Minecraft. Now I do apologize for the lack of videos this week. I just been going through some stuff lately. Die, zombie! What was that? Oh, he got me. Stop it! But in all seriousness, it's just something that doesn't need to be addressed. It isn't too important. Just mainly internal conflicts within myself. Some things I've been thinking about lately. But for the most part, I should be back to YouTubes now. So enough of that, and let's begin here by showing you guys some of the new features of the new snapshot. And like always, leaving a like would be highly appreciated, as it does take a while for me to set up these snapshots and to make sure I get all the information right, and to make sure I'm presenting the most accurate form of the snapshot video to you guys. And yeah, I still have the skin from last week. I look like a derp. But let's begin here. Let's show you guys the first feature, which is the new, I guess, first of all, item frame mechanics. Now, prior to this update, item frames were either turned either up, sideways, down, or this sideways, west, yes. But now you could turn them in 8 different directions. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, when the picture frame is attached to a comparator behind it, it inputs a signal based on what angle you are facing, or what angle the item is facing. By default, it just emits a signal of 1, but when you right click to a signal of 2, it goes 2, then 3, then 4, all the way to number 8. So let's go to number 8, and we have 8 slots right here, or 8 blocks from the source. And then once you go back to the top, it goes back to 1. Now, I do want to apologize for the random frame rate drop. I believe this snapshot is very buggy when it comes to the frame rate. Like, every single time a chunk is loading, it kind of derps. Like, if I go over here, my frame rate starts to like die. It goes to like 20. And I have a pretty good computer, so it's probably just a snapshot. Okay, so the next feature here is something that I'm actually very happy. Chillix, if you're watching this, we did good. Yes, we finally did it. Mojang got one of our mini mods exactly right. So we have here craftable Mossy Stone. Yes. So in order to make Mossy Stone, it is cobble plus vines and anywhere in the crafting bench, and then you make mossy cobblestone. And this is exactly what we did back in the first episode of mini mods. In the last snapshot, I believe we were close. We almost got the circle brick recipe right, or the mossy brickstone right. We almost got that, but we got this one completely right. So good job, Chillix. Yeah. Okay, so our next feature here is that we have the ability to place buttons on ceilings and walls now. Now, pretty cool. Definitely when it comes to stuff on the top, like for example, light right here. Probably TNT, or just decorations like this right here. Looks pretty cool. So our next feature here is sort of weird. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently now dead bushes will burn in fire. I didn't know that they didn't before, but I guess they were just invincible prior to this update. Yeah, it's so because normally these only spawn in deserts. I don't see why, fire is a big deal. Oh well. But yeah, so enough of that. So our next feature here is the villagers. Now so our next feature here is something to do with villagers now. So villagers now have a new AI. So come out little villager. You know you want to, and he's gonna start replanting the crops. Now this only works with the villagers that are like this, the old farmers, which I believe now this guy's a fisherman. Now I don't see why this is very useful right now. I think it's just bugged because apparently, as you see here, he is replanting them, but he is not giving me the full product. Okay, there's a seed. You can have that back. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure you at least get some yield from the harvest. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm in credit mode. That doesn't help. Normally, when it comes to farming, you get some stuff in return. But it looks like this guy's either stealing it all for himself or it's just bugged for right now. But hopefully that's fixed in the new snapshot. So our next feature is that dispensers can now dispense pumpkins and wither skulls in order to make snow golems and withers. So pretty cool. So I'm going to press the button here, and there we go. We have a snow golem. Now this works either on the top or on the side. If it on the side, there we go. It took a while. Now for some reason, if you just click the button, it doesn't dispense anything. I'm not really going to do the wither, but you guys could take my word that the wither does spawn. So the next feature here is the particle effects. Now, particle effects could either be used manually or through command blocks. I probably think command blocks will be way more efficient than what I'm doing here because I'm also lazy. I decided to go to F3 and go to 0, 0 pretty much for this part. But for the most part, let's do particles. Let's do huge explosion. And 0, 90, 0, and I believe 1, 1, 1. Oh wait, 1 space 1 space 1, 1 and 1. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, 1 explode everywhere. I could probably change this to something else. Let's change it to, looking at the particle stuff here, mob spell. Oh, that looks so weak. But if you look very carefully, there is some particle effects right there. So you can play around with all the particle effects, preferably with a command block because I are so derp that I go to spawn now. Yeah. So the next update here is rather unfortunate because I have been used to this for such a long time. And that is the block IDs have finally been updated. This means that you can no longer type in, let's say, give setosorcerer 137 for a command block. Now you have to type in give setosorcerer, or your name, Minecraft command block, and then you get the command block. Now this is so because I've been used to the ID system for such a long time, but this is also pretty good for people that, you know, haven't memorized all the key IDs. So for people that haven't, type in give your name, in this case my name, setosorcerer, and then space tab. It will give you the default Minecraft. Now if you click tab again, you're going to get a listing of all this. You don't want that. For the most part, you're going to type in the thing you want, so let's do G, I guess. If you click G, it will give you every single item that's possible with G. So in this case, let's just do gold ingot, and there we go, we have a gold ingot. So we don't have the it's not swirling. I guess that's a bug. It's no longer going to be the ID system anymore. It's going to be implementing, you know, commands. Now the effect still applies right now for this snapshot. I'm going to assume that in the next snapshot they're going to remove it because that's something that they said in the last snapshot they were going to do. So our semi-last feature here is that we have a new debugging tool. If you click F3, two things. One is that we now have a cool little crosshair here that identifies X as red, Z as blue, and Y as green. It's like a Cinema 4D implementation into Minecraft. The dimensions are here. And also the direction you are facing is bolded. So for example, I'm looking in the X direction, I am moving in the X, and on the top left corner you can see that the X is bolded. If I turn to the Z is bolded now. So this is pretty cool. It doesn't really work with Y because why? Why? But yeah, so let's go on to the last feature, which something is more of a bug fix than, you know, a feature, but still has to be covered. So our last feature here is more of not really a bug fix, but a feedback fix, because in the last snapshot, farms such as Zombie Pigman Farm, Witch Farms, and Iron Golem Farms were nerfed, as Jeb decided in order to get the drops, the good drops, you have to do some damage to the mob. A lot of people were very disappointed about this, including my friend Nate. As you could tell here, he spent a lot of time working on the Zombie Pigman Farm. Pretty much everything is cleared out, we're in the void, and a lot of people were just angry. And Jeb listened, and it's back. Basically all the items that mobs drop from mob farms are there. So Nate, you can turn back the farm now. It's working. Yeah. This is something I just had to address because in the last snapshot it was not really intentional. I didn't really, you know about it until we plugged into the server and we were like, oh, the farms are not working anymore. So now everything is fixed. Everyone's, nerf another thing. Please never nerf a Enderman farm. That's a bad idea. But besides that, we're done here. That's the 14w04a snapshot update for Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, it would be awesome if you guys left a like, possibly a favorite. And if you enjoy these snapshot videos, click that subscribe button. It'll be pretty awesome to see you in the future, watching my snapshot videos and being informed on what are the new features. I do daily videos. Occasionally I do have some type of episodes like I did this week, but for the most part I try my best to keep videos daily on my channel. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed the snapshot video. And besides that, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.